Hi, welcome. Come closer. Today I'm going to read you a story. It is a special story. It is about Christmas. Happy Holidays by Nicole Manns-Rodenbach. Up in the far north, during one cold December day, shortly before the holidays, the young gnomes, Tomte and Nisse, were sliding with the sled through the winter forest, fully packed with an enormous gift. Comet was the name of the reindeer pulling the sled, and they had called him that because he was as fast as a comet, and also because they were big fans of Santa Claus. And everybody knows that Santa Claus has a sled that is pulled by 9 reindeers, and one of them is Comet. Tomte and Nisse were on their way to the Finnish Christmas village Rovaniemi, the home of Julpukki and Julmuri. They were supposed to bring the present to Julpukki. That's the Finnish name for Santa Claus. He was, of course, meant to bring it to the right child in person on the 24th of December, according to the tradition here. Nisse and Tomte pushed on the reindeer, shouting aloud, "Go, Comet, go!" so that they crossed the forest as quickly as possible, and they arrived at the village. There was still some time left until Christmas Eve. That is why the delivery of the present was not yet in a rush. But their pockets were brimming full of letters to Santa Claus, and Nisse had also stuffed some letters of wishes up into her gnome hat. They were supposed to arrive as soon as possible to Rovaniemi so that Julpukki and Julmuri could read them before Christmas and answer them with their stamp and signature. In a clearing in the middle of the forest, Tomte and Nisse reduced their tempo. Comet trotted past a reindeer mom with her 2 fawns. These were no longer drinking dough milk from their mom, and they were happy about the manger filled with food that was suddenly completely full with carrots and pears and stood in the middle of the clearing. Full of wonder, the Dons experienced the 4 seasons for the first time, and looking at the sled and both gnomes, they asked, "Where are these gnomes going? And whose present is it that they carry on their sled?" Their experienced mother knew about the pre-holidays rush up here in the north around the hometown of Santa Claus, and she said, "They are bringing the present to Julpukki because he will give this to a child on Christmas Eve. Just like a good person filled our manger here with food we are so happy about today, Santa Claus will also bring happiness to these children." A little further along the clearing, Tomte and Nisse saw some rabbits in front of their home. Next to it was a big basket with carrots and berries under a tree with empty branches, cleared off by the winter. You could just see a ring of food around the tree, which was otherwise completely bare. And you could also see the birds on the food ring and in the surroundings getting stronger by enjoying the delicious food. Lucia, the white owl, hooted towards the gnomes. "Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! Look, Tomte and Nisse, Santa Claus has already made us happy and brought all kinds of delicatessen. Today we are celebrating a happy holiday with the forest animals. Not too far away, we heard a kind voice. It was Santa Claus. Ho, 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 ho. Now don't exaggerate, Lisa, my owl friend. The gnomes were surprised to see him in the middle of the forest, surrounded by animals. His simple sled was empty, but around him were mice, raccoons, birds, rabbits, does, and fawns eating Santa Claus's delicious food here in the middle of the forest. Santa Claus, of course, also had a carrot for Comet. He patted him on his neck as the reindeer ate the carrot enthusiastically. During this, Tomty jumped down from and heaved the heavy package on top of Santa Claus's small sled. I'm glad I ran into you, Santa. This package needs to go to your workshop, announced Nisa proudly. Since this was his first present delivery, and he was feeling very, very special. Santa's eyes gleamed with happiness, and he clapped his hands and he said, "This is wonderful, my gnome children. This still has a long way to go, and I can't wait to whiz with it down the chimney. Ho, ho, ho!" Looking at the bunch of grains, Santa Claus frowned, but then the frown disappeared as he said, "This bunch still has to be brought to the badger, so she can also look forward to the best holiday of the year for people in this time of preparation. Tomte, Nise, could you please do that for me? The badger's house is not too far at all." And who would the gnomes be if they said no to Santa Claus? Of course they packed the grains and put them on their sled. Comet was already rushing away through the winter forest. Galloping wildly, Tomte, Nisse, and Comet arrived to the badger family, who had just met for a chat with a woodpecker on a small Christmas tree. They were so happy to receive this delicious food. The gnomes almost felt like Santa themselves as they ran quickly away to deliver the letters. Imagine their surprise as they saw Santa again, this time without a sled, but surrounded by animals. The birds were pecking on the winter tree, a squirrel cleaned itself in the bush, and the fox family ate happily cauliflower. Ah, dear kind of Santa Claus, how can that be? We only just saw you at the workshop, and now you are in front of us, without presents or a sled, said Nisse amazed. "Oh, my dear gnome children," said Santa Claus with a kind voice, calming Tomte and Nisse. "Of course I brought the presents to all children on time. I just returned from Spain on a steamship, and I am now back in my hometown. I was greeted in Amsterdam by the Dutch royal family and lots of children, just like they do every year. And then on December 6th, I gave everyone their presents. And now I am here to bring joy and happiness to my forest friends." Come on, Tomten. This all sounds very strange. Let us quickly go back to the Christmas village, said Nisse, amazed to her gnome buddy. He clicked so that Comet would start trotting and responded in contemplation. Exactly. Let's go to Santa Claus. No, Sinterklaas. I mean, Joelpuki. Oh, let's just go and finish delivering the post. And so the sled was on its way. The holiday of the animals in the forest finished with the fall of night. In the dark, the gnome children reached the post office of Rovaniemi, and again they were amazed. Here was Joelpuki, Santa Claus, waiting in the glow of the colorful lanterns, surrounded by presents. I hope your trip was a happy one, dear gnome children, he called in his well-known Santa voice behind his beard. Two kitties walked around his legs and purred happily around a piece of yarn. Ah, yes, muttered Tom Tennyson. Happy and strange and very special, somehow extraordinary. Trudy Santa said, smiling wisely, you have come at the right moment. The happy holiday is almost there. We can already see the star. Out of the darkness, baby Jesus came forward, and his smile filled the whole room with light and joy. Completely extraordinary and very special, that is exactly it, dear gnome children. Santa Claus brings presents everywhere in the world. Santa Claus goes to the USA. Sinterklaas goes to the Netherlands. The German children know him as the Weihnachtsmann, and Joulpuki is his name in Finland. In France, they call him Père Noël. In England, Father Christmas. And in Italy, Babbo Natale. In Russia, the kids look forward to Father Frost and his snowflakes. Everywhere he's known a little bit differently because he also needs to give presents to everyone in the world. He brings happiness and joy everywhere he goes, and he makes sure that today, the best of the holidays, Christmas, remains a special day. And this is a great and important thing, because it doesn't matter which Santa Claus goes down your chimney, or who knocks on your door, or fills up your socks with presents, or puts them under your tree. I was born today, and my message will be that of loving each other. Bring love and happiness to your neighbor, and if you like, give them a present of everything that is good for them and whatever it is that you can give them. Happy holidays, fröhliche Weihnachten.
Shall I play for you, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum, on my drum? Mary nodded, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum. The ox and lamb kept time, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum. I played my drum for him, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum. I played my best for him, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum, ra-pa-pa-pum, ra-pa-pa-pum. Then he smiled at me, pa-ra-pa-pa-pum, me and my drum.